Hello and welcome to Newsmakers. I'm your host, Carrie Coogan, and we're here today with Archbishop of Kansas City, Kansas, Joseph Naumann. And we're in the historic 18th and Vine District at the Negro Leagues Museum. And so it's great to have you here today. I understand you're working 2 jobs these days. Do you want to explain what it is you're doing right now?
Well, my principal responsibility is being the Archbishop of the Archdiocese in Kansas City, Kansas, which is basically the northeast quadrant of Kansas. But temporarily, I'm also serving as the Apostolic Administrator for the Kansas City St. Joseph Diocese, which takes in northwestern Missouri. So I'm on both sides of State Line Road these days.
Yeah, and I'm probably very, very busy as well, right?
Yes.
Well, thanks for being here today. I know there's been some exciting news announced that the Pope is coming to the United States in September. Do you want to talk about why he's coming and what that means for the United States?
Yeah, the principal reason or occasion for his coming is a world gathering for families that's going to take place in Philadelphia in September. And the Pope, this is the first time ever that the church has had this gathering in the United States. So he's coming this year is a special year where the whole church is focused on the importance of marriage and family life. But the Pope will also make a visit in Washington, D.C. He'll be the first Pope ever to address a joint session of the Congress, and he'll go to New York and address the United Nations there as well.
So what's significant about marriage and family right now within the Catholic Church or, across the world?
Well, family is everything. It's the foundation of culture, of civilization, of the nation, and the church as well. And of course, the foundation of family is marriage. And today, probably marriage is, there's more stress on married couples today than there's ever been. And so the church is really focused on how can we help married couples live their vocation, which is a vocation to heroic love, really. It's to put the good of another ahead of one's own good, and to do that for a lifetime. So that's quite a challenging vocation, and yet it's so foundational, so fundamental to everything that's good.
And what about the church or the Pope's position on same-sex marriage? Will they address that in any way specifically?
Well, the church's teaching is clear on that marriage is really defined by God. It's not defined by countries or other institutions, and it's between, as we see in the very beginning of the Bible, between a man and a woman. That said, I think we have great concern for individuals with same-sex attraction, and I think one of the good things that's happened in our time is a greater respect for people that have same-sex attraction.
I know a big part of what your mission is also addressing the youth in the church or gathering youth in the church. Can you talk about that briefly?
Yeah, I think to me it's an exciting time for young people in the church. I see a tremendous enthusiasm, which frankly when I was young, I vaguely remember that, I didn't recall. But today we have groups like the Fellowship of Catholic University Students Focus, which started in Atchison, Kansas in 1997, so 18 years ago, with 4 young adults, recent college graduates that were willing to commit 2 years of their life to try to bring other college students to Christ and to a greater love for the church. Today there's 400 missionaries on 100 college campuses from Harvard to UCLA. And at their recent national gathering, there were more than 10,000 young adults in Nashville, Tennessee in January, just enthused about their love for Jesus and the church. So that's just one of the signs of hope that I see with young adults today.
Well, unfortunately, that's all the time we have today, but thank you so much for coming in, and we really appreciate you taking the time to talk with us today.
Thank you, Karen. God bless.
And that's all the time we have on Newsmakers. We'll see you back here next time.